Imagine one fine evening, you are relaxing at home, and suddenly you become terrified. The reason? You have just seen something very disturbing, courtesy of your doorbell camera. Now, you may be scared of ghosts and paranormal activities, but here in this video, we are going to list the 9 most disturbing moments caught on doorbell cameras. Number 9. In this video, a blonde woman in a red and gray dress tries robbing her neighbors by taking their package right off of their doorstep. Fortunately, the man saw her through the doorbell camera and started yelling at her to put the package back. Caught in the act, she dropped the package. It really is embarrassing to get caught stealing from your neighbor. Number 8. In this footage, a suspect was seen throwing 2 stones at a glass door while wearing black pants and being recorded on a camera. The door shattered and he then jumped inside the house to try and rob the owner. According to one of the neighbors, the home was the target. The culprit leapt over the fence and tried entering the house. The police said that the suspect woke the homeowner by entering through a bedroom door. After a struggle broke out, the 71-year-old homeowner took a revolver and shot at the suspect multiple times, but the suspect wasn't hit when the homeowner shot at him. The homeowner's gun was then taken away by the suspect, who beat the homeowner multiple times before running away, according to the police. But he didn't get far. The entire community pitched in to help find him, and they also transported the homeowner to the hospital. The police eventually caught up with the 26-year-old culprit. He was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Number 7. This ominous woman was captured on a doorbell camera and is seen in the video. She murmurs something close to the camera before shaking her head. After touching the camera, she turns to face the house. Why was she acting that way, and what was her purpose? Why did the woman have such a fascination with making scary faces on camera? It's definitely not cool.
Mom. 30. Say something, please. Okay.
Number 6. This woman had just returned from taking her dog for a stroll. Her doorbell camera captured her beginning to remove her dog's leash, but then she looks over to her right and swiftly picks up her dog and enters her house. We find that the reason behind this was that a man enters the frame and approaches the front door. He tries the handle, but she had managed to lock it just in time. Recalling the incident later on, the homeowner mentioned how the man was holding zip ties. And during the next 5 minutes, he looked inside the house and made several more attempts at the door handle. When her neighbor arrives outside to see this, the man pretends to be performing yard work by picking up a nearby garden hose. The man then approaches the back door after the neighbor leaves. He attempted to pry open the back door, to which the homeowner responded by locking herself in a room and dialing 911. The man then attempted to break into nearly every window of her house. He attempted to get inside by shattering the screen of one of the back windows, but ultimately failed. He had fled by the time the police showed up. In the end, the homeowner uploaded the footage to TikTok in the hopes that someone might be able to recognize the man. No one could, as far as I could tell. Number 5. When a motion was detected at his front door, the owner of this home would receive a notification on his phone. Late one night, he was woken by this notification. After looking at the video, he saw something quite creepy. At his front door, an elderly woman with a knife was standing alone and rocking back and forth. The woman can be seen gripping the knife awkwardly, glancing at it and looking all around her. The woman finally tries to ring the doorbell after a few more seconds have passed, but for some reason she doesn't seem to be able to. The video stops after 2 minutes. Who is this woman? And what was her motivation to approaching a stranger's house, brandishing a knife? All those reasons are still unknown. Number 4. Amber woke up at 4 a.m. to a motion warning from her doorbell camera. She promptly checked live view and noticed a man wearing a mask entering her car. Amber used the two-way communication system to halt him in his tracks. When he heard her voice, he immediately took off sprinting, leaving her feeling secure. What do you have to say about this act? We feel like the homeowner made a daring decision that paid off.
What are you doing?
Number 3. This next video took place in Phoenix, Arizona. It was caught on a homeowner's doorbell camera in the middle of the night. A man approaches the front porch carrying a real sword, an axe, and a hammer. He then steals a number of goods from outside the house. A car passes by briefly, but the man pays no attention to it. After a while, he departs carrying the sword under his arm and a sack full of stolen goods. Number 2. A doorbell camera in Overrun Park, Kansas recorded this video in March 2017. An ongoing fire is visible in the video. The house directly across the street can be seen to be totally up in flames. Neighbors can be seen frantically attempting to move their parked cars away from the house as the fire department arrives. In the end, a flying piece of debris is seen landing on a row of bushes just in front of the camera. The plants rapidly caught fire. A neighbor observed the fire and made an attempt to put it out before it had a chance to spread too far. He rings the doorbell while grabbing a garden hose to put out the fire. However, the doorbell speaker says that the homeowners aren't home. The fire would eventually be put out by the fire department, and with assistance from the neighbors, it would not spread to any further houses. Number 1. This clip demonstrates the levels a thief will go in order to steal from you. This burglar is breaking into someone's yard in Phoenix, Arizona. He cut the fence's chain using some sort of handsaw. He appears to have been successful because he was then able to enter the home and take a number of priceless items. How sad that after spending money on locks and chains in order to feel secure, they are simply cut by a criminal using a handsaw. I mean, that worries me. Whatever you do, you should always end up purchasing security cameras. There will always be a bold burglar who wants to come and steal, whether you purchase chains or not. And that is just simply awful. So you must act in both the best interest of your family and your property. And that is the end of this video, you guys. These disturbing moments caught on doorbell cameras certainly were creepy, right? So which of the videos on the list freaked you out the most? Have you ever encountered such a situation? Let us know in the comments below. And if you like our work, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.